And there, you see, put the kids there. And Agita was under the bed in the other room, but she's become very brave. As I said, she's the toughest of the regime. She's like going, fuck the air show. I'm going to come and roll about on the kitchen floor even with the just making noise. You know, she went under the bed for a little while, actually before the air show, because that was her regular time for under the bed. It's on again, but this is the last day of it, and it's only like 2 hours. It's going to go till 3:30. So, as my friend says, fuck the air show. This is Agita's attitude. Agita's attitude is, yeah, they could be noise out there, but fuck them. You know, I'm Agita. You know, I just went in my foot petting. I don't allow hand petting because that's not my thing. Okay, I don't know if you can. I don't know if the sounds actually. It's a lot louder actually here, but it can get really loud when they come close. You know. Yes, sweetie. I know. Bad air show. Bad air show. Your brothers are under the bed. You know, but you're like going, fuck the air show. You know, that's my kid. They're my kids too. They're such sweeties. They're such good kids, I tell you. Oh, we had a feeding thing this morning, and I tried another brand of salmon. It's like a reveal, and Lcee did eat. You know, with a little coaxing, just had to add the treats, but he ate, and he ate most of it. And there's a little bit left, which I think Finn finished. Agita came to check, and I think Finn had actually spilled. You know, when he eats, he makes a bit of a mess. So there was food on the carpet. Agita came to check that out. Agita really likes wet food. So anyway, that's our thing. We had a good night. We had a good morning. We were having, you know, I talked to my father, talked to him about the air show, and he remembers the air show, but he doesn't remember it making a lot of noise. I go, well, maybe because the only pet we had back then was Agita, and she's not that bothered by it, you know. So anyway, that's what's happening. I think I'm going to go for a walk. All the people, as I said before, you can't beat them, join them. So I might as well just go out, watch the people staring up at the sky, but for the wrong reasons. And it gets out there. Look, you can see. I don't know if you can see it you can see them passing by that way, and I think they're going to come this way. There. Now they're so far away, and I think those might be the snowbirds or something because they're flying formation. But they're so far away that they're just approaching those buildings. They're so far away that they're not making. We're not getting a lot of the noise right now, but we get it when they go when they come closer, when they go over these, when they go up there. That's when we get the noise. And you see now, they're just a bit there. There, where is it? There. It's hard to point out in the thing, but you can see them flying formation. There's like 6 of them, and they're going. I don't know if it's going to show in the video, but they're going over the water. Now we don't hear them much now because they're out over the water there, and then they're going towards the city, which is that way. Hello, everybody. I walked here to a Sunset Grill in the plaza, and I'm having my breakfast. The air show was on break while I was walking, so I didn't have to deal with all the noise. But there were people all around, and I think it's probably going to be on, so I'll actually see a bit of it even as I'm walking back, you know, with all the people staring up in the sky. So I walk here. It's very warm outside, very warm. I mean, I think it said 29, but it feels a lot warmer in the sun. I was like sweating. But anyway, I got exercise. I have my breakfast. They put me in the corner, which I'm not too happy about. And they tend to do that with single diners, you know, unless you object. She was going to put me there, of course. So, you know, if they do it a second time, I don't come back. I completely stopped going to the Thai place, even though I was a regular. It really is just incredibly unbelievable. Look at these people. Humans. I don't get humans. I don't know, cat logic and junkie logic and all the logics that they, espouse. Doesn't make any sense for people, humans or cats or dogs or any critter, to be out here like looking up at that thing and like with their phones with their mouths open going, "Arr, arr," you know, fuck them. It's unfucking believable. Look at them. You know? Oh, Nutty Professor is ranting. He's ranting his stat. Ranting. How fucking loud is that? How fucking loud is that? It's fucking believable. Some human kid dropped its toy there. I hope it realizes it. Anyway, bye for now. Is it just me, or is that plane with its thing trying to give us the finger? I would if I was a pilot. I'd be like going, fuck you, you know. Now, once a few years ago, I think I took pictures of this one. I've been doing this for a long time, and I think I took pictures, and there was a plane that did something like a like supposed to be a heart, and I think I showed it to, you know, it was on my phone. I think I showed it to a person that I was partying with. That was about the time I had just started it again after all those years. And we were slithering and partying, and I showed this person that thing, and the person said, "That's a very fucked up heart if it's a heart." And I go, "Yeah, probably." You know, probably hurt to maneuver those things, you know. So anyway, oh, there's another finger. It's kind of funny. Anyway, on that note, I'm going in. Bye for now. Look at that. Agita, this is not hiding. This is her normal time, her normal space for time of day. For this time of day, she's always there, and it's closer to the window. The window's right there, so she's right by the noise, you know. And so Agita is the fierce Rashid. She's the one who's like going, "Fuck the air show. I'm not gonna let it let that spoil my daytime habits. I'm not hiding under a bed. I'm not cowering. I'm just gonna go do whatever I'm doing normally at that time of day." This is well, my poor babies are, I think, under the bed, but you know they're much younger, and you know we've only had like 2 or 3 years, 3 years of this, but you know they don't have the fierceness of Agita, you know. Hey, sweetheart, Daddy's back. We're all in this now. Where's the other one? Yeah, there. I see some ears. What? Nobody's doing anything to you. I'm just trying to show both of y'all. The other one is back there. Anyway. Just saw the Equalizer 3 here at the Cineplex. Haven't seen a movie in a long time. And this was just pure kind of formulaic, mindless, you know, drivel. But it was entertaining, I guess, you know, for what it was. Just completely mindless entertainment, you know, for a couple of hours, you know. So, yeah, it was okay, you know. And now, and I had one of their instant pizzas while watching. So now I'm just going to go PetSmart, maybe grocery shopping, maybe some takeout, and then back to the kids. Bye for now. Having I went to PetSmart and I get some pouches and some. They seem to like those cans of Reveal, so I got a couple of those and some tiki pouches, for fussy Lcee, and I get myself a tuna sandwich for later from Sobeys, and kitty litter. And here at for Blizzard, there was a little bit of not exactly pull, but there was, you know, there's some, sort of in the morning, you know, but it's okay. I mean, you know, fine. I saw the movie, shopping, stuff for the kids. Did a little bit of writing, did a journal entry earlier, and go back, more journaling, and then watching TV, reading. I'm really enjoying rereading American Gods. Hello everybody, just got back and babies are there and Agita's there. It's very, very hot outside, and it's okay in here because of the air conditioning. But you know, I had to turn up the fan a bit. It's kind of getting warm in here too because it's so hot outside. So anyway, I guess I saw a movie and you know got some kitty litter, ice cream, and stuff like that, cat food. So for me that was a productive day. You know. Hello, everybody. I'm here at the Thai restaurant across from a Rogers outlet, not the one that I went to before, but very, very good people here, and I returned the modem, no problems. I had a long conversation about psychology. I got another subscriber. We're up to 60. So I've changed my view now of Rogers. I might have to come back. I still have an issue with the other thing, but these people are much better than the phone people. It's hit and miss, and I had a problem with this. But it's okay. I'm glad I switched to Rogers. All said and done. Anyway, bye for now. I'll talk about it more afterwards because I don't want to get blocked playing music. Always have that problem. Bye for now. Food has arrived and it's excellent as always. And look at all the hot sauces. There's a lot of variety. Okay, bye for now. This hot and sour soup is excellent. Judge all of Rogers by that. I mean, these people were very, very good. Very nice. And I'm kind of glad I got out of the kudu. I mean, I really do believe that guy, he could have easily fixed my phone. It was just a question of turning it on and off. And instead he pushed me into a new phone. And then once he pushed me into a new phone and I paid off my tab, then I wasn't bound to them anymore. He didn't realize that, in forcing me to pay off my phone, I could leave kudu, which is exactly what I did. I returned my new phone because I was allowed to within 15 days, and I switched to Rogers, and then we had all kinds of stuff there. Landline, and this, and that, and the issues, and, overseas calling not included, and this, and that, but everything's settled. I mean, I think I returned the modem, saving on the landline, and everything's, so, now, all that while I was eating, I was having thoughts about all of this, and I launched into mode, and I warned him. I said, yeah, you can check out some of the podcasts by all means. I do talk about Rogers. I don't say that I kind of criticized, but now I'm sort of it's good and bad. All companies. I just got. I felt a little taken advantage of by Kudu. I'd been there too long, and I did find them very, very pushy. But then they work on commission, so it's to be expected. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're with Rogers now. There are advantages. I'm saving on the landline. Managed to get that cancelled, so everything's good. Now, but sitting in the restaurant thinking about all of this, I was like going, yeah, for 25 years this time of year, I would have been frantic right now, with the performances. Nutty Professor, first going over the course outlines and people asking all kinds of questions and my performing. And then, I look back at that and I'm just like going, how did I do it? How did I last as long as I did, without telling more students to fuck off? I did occasionally tell students to fuck off. It's not that I didn't. I did a couple of times when they really annoyed me, and I would get away with it because, most students really like me, like the Nutty Professor persona. And when I got really pushed, I would tell them, and there were, once or twice, there were complaints to the chair, but I did tell people to fuck off, but if I had kept going, I would have told the whole class to fuck off at some point, and you kind of couldn't have gone back from that. But how and I look back, I was just having my lunch and I was like going, I don't regret it. I mean, I made a lot of money. I was very, very, very good at what I did, But I can't imagine. I mean, right now I'm struggling. It's true. I'm struggling with addiction, but it's part of the process. And I've explored shadow. I've been given the opportunity to explore shadow in way more depth than most people, and actually return. At least for now. Maybe I shouldn't speak. Maybe I shouldn't really talk too soon because But I mostly return. Which a lot of people who go to the places that I go have been, just can't come back. I think I'm lost. How did that happen? So anyway, you guys talking. So that's what's happening. I'm like going, yeah, I don't regret anything. It's like, it is what it is. I've been given opportunities. I've been able to, to explore things, learn things about myself that I didn't like. That shadow. It's the dark side. Things that. And come back and share what I can in the podcast, share more in the writing. All the details are in the writing. Someday I'm going to have to really try to publish because there are a lot of stories and there's a lot of things that I have to hold back here for for security reasons. So, Hello everybody, I'm here by the lake, but I didn't walk here. I just came at the 4:30 on the way back. I haven't bought a parking token, but it's okay, I'm just watching it. You're supposed to pay here, but only gonna be 10 minutes. So I'm sitting here. We don't have the trucks in this parking lot anymore because you can buy ice cream here. So it's all melting, but it's good. After all that spicy Thai food, all the hot sauces, I needed ice cream. So hello everybody, I'm back. I got back just a few minutes ago, and we've got one of the babies there, and then Agita's there on the bed, and I thought the other baby would be under this bed, the back there where he usually is. And I'm searching, and he's not there, and I'm looking everywhere else, and then I find him here, under this bed, He wants to be under his sister. He wants to be close to his sister, And sister doesn't mind because, he's under the bed. It's like our family dynamics. Anyway, everybody's very comfortable, so I'm going to get comfortable too. I'm just going to get shade and read, write, journal entries, maybe some of the writing if I can. Hello everybody, I just finished cutting the grass. It was supposed to rain storm around 3. It's like 2:40, so I made it. My contractor wasn't coming today, and I called him from the route, and he said, oh, you might not make it in time. It's supposed to be a big storm at 3, but he said, you're cutting it a bit close, but I made it. So now I'm going to have a quick look inside. He's been doing some work. He said, don't touch anything. Something is drying, so we'll have a look. Okay, this is the counters. I guess he has cut the hole for the sink. Wasn't there one before? I don't remember. Or he's putting the edges together. Got it. He had cut the hole before, but I think he's glued that. And he's put it here to dry, and then he's going to put it back. So it wasn't fully installed before. It was just sitting there kind of, together, but not glued. So he said, the glue is drying, don't touch anything. So I'm not going to go any further than this, I'm just going to, from here, that's it. I'm not going to go further. I'm not going to touch anything. Just going to lock up and go. Bye for now. Everybody, just doing a quick check on the cars. Kind of came this way past the garage, so I'm just stopping in. I'm not going to start them or anything. I'll do it on the next trip, probably next week. So anyway, it was a pretty short trip this time. I just cut the grass. Contractor wasn't there, and turned around and going back in the same car. Not even switching cars or anything, So, hello everybody, I'm here at the Harveys in scenic London, Ontario, and I stopped at the chapters just over there that I go to sometimes, and they just bought some remaindered books, and they're like, buy 3, get 4th free, get 3 for 20 or whatever, just, remaindered hardcover books. So I bought a bunch. I don't know, I might end up reading 2 or 3 out of those, but we'll see. They're mostly light reading, fantasy, science fiction, kind of contemporary American fiction type of thing. So anyway, that's the cup holder thingy. It doesn't really hold a cup, but it's perfect for a veggie gravy from Harvey's to dip my fries in while I'm driving. So thoughtful of them in 2004 to put in a built-in Harvey's gravy holder. Bye for now. Hey everybody, I'm here in London, Ontario at PetSmart. You know me, I can't drive by a PetSmart without stopping, so just token, Lcee does seem to like these topper thingies, and for this week he's eating this reveal tuna, which is basically, it looks just like the tuna you get for humans in cans, So it's about the same price too, So I'm just getting that. So that's what, and then from here, straight back to the kids. They're very slow here. They got only one person. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, just got home a couple of minutes ago. One baby there, and Agita's there. I just put away the little bit of cat food that I got. We've got so much here already, and the books. But a whole bunch of books. That's that whole pile there, and part of that I got from, and I think that one I got from the chapters in London. Long drive, but it's good back, you know. So just going to feed the kids and see if they like the flavors that I got today and in London. And then I'm just going to make a journal entry and maybe start reading one of the books I got. Just got back and gave the turkey and cheese. We had half of it left over in the fridge from the morning. And I gave this fussy cat Topper, which Elsie ate today without any coaxing. I didn't have to pretend to eat it. I didn't have to mix treats. So, now, he did like it before, then I think he sort of went off it, and now he seems to be back on it, you know. So, I'm very happy about that. Didn't have to coax him at all. Hello everybody, I'm on the bus heading to town just for lunch, maybe the art gallery, we'll see. Just because it's, you know, it's not too hot. Just go out to make use of the bus. Bye for now. Everybody, I'm downtown, and I was just walking up University and I see that King Street has been closed for TIFF. They've got, you know, all kinds of food trucks here. I was actually going to go and try Chick-fil-A on Queen because I read a really good review of it there was a YouTube series with Sir Lee and his son. And Sir Lee is, you know, a master chef and very, very picky. Actually, it was a sort of a joke series he does with his son, where he goes, his son takes him to fast food places. But he really liked Chick-fil-A. It's the best fast food he's ever eaten. So I'm looking. I have reservations because I've heard that the owners are homophobic and right-wing, but then I'm like, I think I can eat one sandwich. At this point, I really don't give a shit about politics one way or the other. I don't think a single sandwich eaten is really going to help the right all that much. So, but then I'm walking along, and they got all these food trucks here, you know? So, supposedly for TIFF, because, you know, the TIFF cinema is down there, and they've got all the, I guess, celebrities come here, and there's venues, and there's whatever, so there's a lot of people eating out and stuff, so I don't know, maybe I'll try one of the food trucks. We'll see. You can always do Chick-fil-A another time. We'll see. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. There's all kinds of stuff going on here at TIFF because I think that they're using Roy Thomson Hall as a venue, and I think I read that they're using the Royal Alexandra Theatre as a venue as well this year. So it's all closed off, and there's a whole bunch of people lined up. Sorry, there's nothing better to do, obviously, than try to catch a glimpse of some overpaid celebrity, which, you know, again, any professor doesn't get all this stuff. So I'm just going to walk past, and I'm still not sure how I'm going to eat. Food truck, or just go fast food, which I could do any time, but then there's so many people here, you know, I don't know, I might accidentally see a celebrity and that'll spoil my day, so maybe I'll just go have some fast food. Bye for now. Okay, I read online in the Google reviews, I guess they're useful, that the so-called waffle fries, or whatever they call them, they're not crisp, and they're not, they're kind of soggy-ish. No salt and pepper. I guess they're pre-salted, and I don't see any. I think I read that the sandwich is supposed to be very salty, but I'm not tasting it myself because I eat a lot of salt. I got a ranch and a buffalo dressing because I don't like sriracha. They have sriracha and stuff. It's okay. It's okay for fast food. I don't see it as really being that much better than like a chicken sandwich at any of the other places like Wendy's, or I don't know if I've had a Wendy's sandwich or AW in a long, long time. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's certainly not spicy. You know? Certainly not spicy. But it was worth trying once. I don't think I would try it again. Bye for now. That's pretty cool. It's got these trash things. You approach it and then, I don't know, there, you touch it, then it takes it in, and then it does something to it. Yeah, that. I don't think it's compacting it. I don't think I've seen those before. That's kind of cool. Bye for now. I I think in the series I saw Cicero Lee on the YouTuber thing with his son. I think Cicero Lee actually gave this an A+, compared to, and then he ranked all the others. And McDonald's, I think, was a B, and then stuff like that. But he gave this an A+. I gave it in Nutty Professor 1 paw down. Nutty Professor, cat rating, paw rating, 1 paw down. That's a C-, D+. I was not impressed. Hello everybody, I'm here in the art gallery. Nothing really new from last time, the same exhibitions. I just had a quick look around at a couple of things, and I'm just about to be, exhibitions that I'm, pieces that I'm familiar with. I'll take a quick look that way, and then I'll head back. Maybe try to find ice cream on the way. Bye for now. Okay, I left the art gallery, and I was just passing a sushi place, and they had like 2 rolls for $9, takeout special. So I got that for my supper. 1 shrimp, and they fried the shrimp right away, and they rolled it up, and then 1 avocado. So I just put it into my bag there. And it was a Baskin Robbins. They don't have soft serve, but I got the pistachio and almond, which isn't too bad. I was gonna eat it while walking back to the bus. Bye for now. Hello everybody. I just missed the bus, because I think the 4:45 was delayed, and I saw it just as I was walking down at 4:51. So it was like a little late because there's Blue Jays and stuff. Now I got here, and this is the closest spot where you can sit. And there are a couple of guys sitting just to the left of me on the thing, and I'm not going to show something, but kind of, and they're smoking something, so I'll just show the bottom part of them. I'm pretty sure they're smoking crack, because they're smoking something in a bong, which is kind of hiding on the other side of the concrete thingy. And I don't think it's weed. Just the way that they're smoking, and the way that they're taking puffs, and the way that they're holding it, and the way that they're hiding it. Weed is legal, so I'm pretty sure it's the really hard stuff. It's it's good reason, I suppose, to be doing it in public, but they're like so I think that they're now kind of stopped, and they might even realize it and noticed. That was one of them. There might be workers of some kind. He's got paint stains on his thing, so it could also be, I think, crystal meth, because people have told me that people when working do crystal meth to keep them awake and to keep them focused, at least up to a point. So, but just from the way they're behaving, I think it's more like the other one. Anyway, bye for now. I just got back, and Agita is there. Just took off my jacket. One of these is there, and the other baby's there under the bed. Sort of almost under the bed, peeking out from there. So on the whole, I guess it was an okay, outing to town. AGO, Chick-fil-A, and ice cream. Picking up sushi for later, and now I'm just going to make a journal entry, staying with the kids, read, feed the kids, see what flavors they like. Just going to stay and try another one of the books I bought yesterday. Bye for now. I saw that thing last week as well. It's Tesla wrapped in aluminum foil, or made out of aluminum foil, or I don't know, some weird shit. Anyway. I just came here to the PetSmart, had a good night, good day with the kids, a little bit of pill in the morning, but it's okay, I wrote it out. And I did some writing, and some cutting and pasting. And then I came out to have Vietnamese food at there's another Ossington Street Festival apparently, the last one of the year, just down there. But of course, I'm going near, no, I didn't directly passing by PetSmart, but I was going near it. So I have to check. And then there's a underground parking lot where you can park free for an hour, combination for here and Canadian Tire. It's the Liberty, you know. So then I ended up, I was helping a guy. He came to me and he said, you know, can you boost me? Can you know, there's a big, you know, Explorer or Suburban or one of those big SUVs. My little Mini, and I said, sure. And it took a little while. He had to connect the cables, but it started. And then the young man who works at the Canadian Tire, who I spoke to briefly the other day when I was looking for oil, he he recognized me. He was moving stuff around. He's like a hard-working young man, and he's like, you know, taking Canadian stuff. And he goes, sir. And he said, oh, I said, you know, did you see any? He said, I subscribed to your channel. And I said, did you see any? And he said, I saw the one with the auto show, not auto show, car show, air show. Did he say air show or auto show? Now that I don't remember, because I've got one on the auto show, and I've got one in the air show is just kind of in passing. But I asked if he saw the one where I mentioned him, and he said he saw it. So anyway, yeah, I hope he saw the car show one, because he's a big car enthusiast. So it's really nice young man. Anyway, bye for now. Spicy shrimp with rice. Not very spicy, but she brought the sriracha, big bottle. Sriracha is my least favorite of all hot sauces, but it does. It's better than nothing, and there's lots of it. And then that's the sugarcane, you know, minced shrimp on the sugarcane, which is very good, very, 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 very good. So I'm enjoying it, you know. Now, if you're hungry and you want a bigger meal, then you can get the large soup, and you get a lot more food. But this is just perfect for me. Anyway, bye for now. Literally people dancing in the streets, literally. And then there's like there's dogs and there's human children. Not a lot of human children, but they were around, you know. So I saw quite a few dogs and humans dancing in the street. I guess that's a human thing. Anyway, there's a human baby dancing on its mother's shoulders. I guess that's a human baby thing. Anyway, bye for now. More dogs, that's a small one. But well, human kids everywhere, dogs, you know. But anyway, I got this, I got the burnt toffee. Not the best flavor I've ever had, but then not the worst either, you know. So anyway, I'm going to eat this while walking that way, and then that way I gotta find my car. I'm not sure exactly where I parked it now, but I'll find it. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Everybody seems to be enjoying this morning, including Lcee and Finn, of course, and Agita. Everybody seems to be enjoying this morning's flavors, and Lcee seems to have acquired a taste now for the goat milk one. He actually finished this, you know, and I had to mix it with a tiki salmon topper and lots of the gravy from the topper because he likes the gravy. But then he ate the goat milk one as well, all of it. He didn't leave it for his brother and sister to come and finish. And I'm pretty sure that Agita will come and check the bowls because usually Lcee leaves some of his goat milk one. Anyway, we had a good night, you know. Just received a nice email from my friend at the province, and you know, I don't think I actually did any reading last night, but I spent some time with the kids, went to bed. And then today, fed the kids, may go out for brunch, may go to Chapters again, because, you know, they are having that 3 books for the price of 4, or 4 books for the price of 3, buy 3 go. And I did buy, but in London, but I bought mostly remaindered books, and I tried buying some fantasy, but, you know, not authors that I knew. And I used to read fantasy at one time, and but I was very specific in my taste. I didn't really like any of the books that I bought, you know. So, you know, I bought quite a few. So maybe I'll go back and see if there's something, you know, kind of avoid fantasy this time. I was hoping for some distraction. See, I told you, Keith has got to check the bowls. She really likes the goat milk one. She's licking her brother's bowls clean, you know. Anyway, that's the crisis averted. The young woman went in. She searched in the back of the kitchen somewhere, and they dug up a thing of she calls it chili oil, because I think most humans just put a little bit of oil, a little bit of the oil from it, and they don't like scoop like half of the chilies in the thing. They're very hot habaneros, but they're good. They're very good, you know. So now, yeah, it's back up to like a too far. And everything else is sort of gone. I don't know if I will come back here, but this is very, very good sauce. The food is actually not bad either. It's actually good, a Benedict, but without. I have them instead of pork. I have them with the spinach. Anyway, it's good. Bye for now. Just after the last little segment, I was doing my famous wave. Famous for like 30 people. My nutty professor end of shot, wave, like a bye for now wave, trademarked bye for now nutty professor wave. And a waiter passing by, not my own server, he thought I was summoning him, and he came and I go, no. I was just doing a nutty professor hand wave. Food is really good now. My original server came and he goes, how is it? I said, it's good, thanks to the hot sauce. It would have been okay without the hot sauce, but okay. You know what? Well, while I'm eating and talking, there is something that I was going to discuss at the end of the, I don't know, my end of week summary, because I haven't mentioned it before. I don't know how it quite came to my mind right now because it's not directly related, but I did during the. I was thinking, this is how, this is the relation. Only I would see this, but the connection was when I said that regular people, regular humans, not chili heads, they would just take a little bit of the oil from there. That's why she called it chili oil. She doesn't even call it hot sauce. So a regular human would just take a little bit of the chili oil in a spoon and put it on. I've taken half of that, half of it, half of the peppers. They're hot habaneros. So I said, compared to a civilian, a regular human, a chili head, it's not going to take a little bit of the oil. Especially the nutty professor chili head, I took half the thing, and my mouth is burning, but that's how it should be. That's the normal state of affairs. So, but that led me to think about how, the whole thing with regular human, the alternative humans, subcategories of humans. I came across an article online, which I found very interesting earlier in the week. Apparently there was a woman, a girl, a human, a teenager, who came out to her mother as a Therian. And the mother's first question was, what's a Therian? And believe it or not, I asked that too, even though I should have known what this was, given that it kind of semi-applies to me. So she goes, the mother goes, what's a Therian? And she goes, it's a human that identifies more with another species, with an animal. It could be dog, cat, donkey, whatever, And they really think that their soul. So in terms of preferences, in terms of attitudes, and I don't know about attitude. In terms of personality, let's say personality. Personality is closer to that of their kind of spirit animal, And some people think that they were like reincarnated, that they have the soul of this animal, the cat or wolf or whatever it was, And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me because I've always seen myself as more as Puss. Puss in Boots is my hero. I identify with Puss, so I identify more with in terms of personality and attitudes. I've always seen myself more as a cat. Now, the thing is that people tend to take these things to limits, because there was another one where so the girl, the teenager, she wants to just like wear whiskers or something at home, and the mother was like freaking out over this, I don't do that. I wouldn't wear cat ears or anything, but I do, and I'm not today, but I do sometimes wear my Puss boots. That's where, and my Puss hat, and I don't have a cloak, but that's as far as I will go, is identifying with a cat, with my cat hero, Puss, the archetypal hero. So I'm like going, I will wear Puss boots. I wore them last time I came here, but not today. And they're just not comfortable to walk. Not used to it. So anyway, I kind of identify with both of them. Once or twice I think I might have worn a cat here, Halloween or something, But I'm not, that's not my thing really, However, the whole, you guys know, I see my kids as my actual kids. The fact that there are different species doesn't really, and I'm pretty sure that the kids, they don't know that they're adopted. I never told them, any of them, So all three of my kids think that they're my biological kids. So either they think I'm a large kind of two-legged, hairless, very hairless cat, or with opposable thumbs, or they think that they are kind of furry humans, or maybe somewhere in between there, furry four-legged humans. So, but I'm pretty sure that my kids have no idea that we're not biologically, related. So I thought that whole thing. They were also apparently called otherkin, Therian or otherkin, and I'm like, yeah, because how I see my kids as my kin, more so than pretty much any human relatives. I'm kind of, I have no connection except with my parents over the phone once a week, and my human relatives who live in town I see about twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year at most, who I do get along with when I do see them, but that's about it. I'm completely estranged from all the human kin, except those exceptions. My kids I see as my family. My kids are so other kin works. Now, when I told this to my friend, I send them both, my two cat rescue friends, I send them the article, and they're both kind of, they're a little skeptical. The one here goes, the local one goes, well, each to his own, and would there be like pronouns? And I go, no, it'd be the same human, gender neutral pronouns, they, them, or you could use he, she, because, I don't think the pronouns really apply here. And then my out of province one, she was like, that's a bit of an odd concept, and I go, I don't know. I think people that's the whole thing I was saying, is that people do take it a little too far. And there is apparently, I read another article. Once the thing knew that I like those kind of articles, it sent me another one where there was a girl in Europe somewhere, I think, at a private school, like an alternative private school with kids with issues, I think. But she identified so strongly as a cat that she didn't want to speak in class. She wanted to meow, and I think she wanted to walk on 4 legs, and the school allowed her. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's going just a little far, But on the other hand, if that's what makes her comfortable, and she wants to meow, and as long as it doesn't, I think this is school's logic. As long as it's not affecting the other kids there. If she wants to meow, fine, let her meow. What's the big deal? I don't get it. Now, I don't think I would quite go that far myself, even though I've joked with my friend that maybe I should do a podcast entirely in meowish, for my Therian followers. There might be 1 or 2 out of the 60, out of the 40. I doubt it. I don't think there's a lot of Therians, But that was a very interesting thing for the day, Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm now sitting by the bench having a pistachio ice cream from the place up there. There's a lineup, but I like the ice cream there. So, it's my dessert. So, just some additional thoughts about my discussion about Therianism. When I was reading all of that, there was a comment by some politician guy going, "Oh, this is woke nonsense. That I have to politicize everything." But it was like, "Oh, woke nonsense. She's just a little girl. She's not a cat." And I'm like, going, that I don't really. I don't consider myself political. A long time ago, I would have identified as left, definitely, But now I'm like, I consider myself as apolitical, but I side. I tend to prefer the left, obviously, to the right, because I think the intention is better, and the people I know who are left are more decent humans and tend to be cat people, whereas the right wingers tend to be assholes. Occasionally, I've met a cat person, right winger, but they're rare, they're far between, and they're real assholes, But anyway. So, the whole nutty professor, and I guess it's kind of proving that I'm Therian, because I'm everything that I interpret is in light of cat peoples and association with cats, So I'm like, but that whole thing with the guy going, the politician guy, I think it was an English MP or something, a minister. I think this was happening in England. So the guy goes, oh, it's woke bullshit, and they're going too far, and these woke people, she's just a kid. She's just a human. She's not a cat. She shouldn't be meowing. And I'm like, okay, I kind of see the point. But then on the other hand, I'm like, life is, it's tough enough anyway, particularly if you have issues. I'll attest to that. So if you're like, if you've got some issues and you associate, you identify more with the cat because you feel strongly about cats and you love cats and you think you're a part cat. I don't see the problem with it. I don't see if she wants to meow, fine, let her meow. As long as it's not like disturbing the others, they can give us some dictation treats or whatever, I don't see a problem. I mean, and this whole left-right stuff, as I said, I obviously I do prefer the left to the right, but I don't take really either side seriously. And I've said before, at least in extremes, I've said before that when you get really left, it's the same as the right anyway. It's a being very dogmatic, so dictatorial. So so I'm sort of on the neutral, but I do, yes, I identify with the Therianism, not political spectrums, So and the left, as long as people aren't harming others, and you think you're a cat and you want to meow, fine. Meow, it's not bothering others, fine, So, and I also like stuff that is funny. If it's funny, if it's like serious shit, then it's like, and the right wingers tend to make everything serious, whereas I think that there's a little bit more of a, sense of humor in the left, but left, right, it's all bullshit anyway, So this is from a cat's perspective. Bye for now. That's my cat ranting. Meow 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 meow. For today. Bye for now. Back now, there's the building, and as I said before, the whole cat identification thing I have in my podcast. Remember, not only posts, but I identified with my friend's, my cat. I think I called him semi-feral once, and she said he's not actually a semi-feral because that doesn't quite meet the definition that she has of semi-feral. But of her cat, who I call Flame to protect his identity, because I'm not even with cats. I'm not going to there's a whole anonymity issue. But the one I called Flame, who had gone on a couple of excursions, I identified strongly with him. So whether he's a semi-feral or not, I identify as a semi-feral cat, with my so-called, alley cat excursion thingies, and Flame has done a lot better than I did. If that's, he had one or two excursions, got it out of the system, and now he's just staying on the property. He's reformed. He's become a domesticated cat. Whereas the nutty professor still has a strong semi-feral streak. We've been a lot of alleys since then. So anyway, that's what's happening. Bye for now. I guess that little kiddie car electric thingy, it's supposed to be a Mercedes, it's got the thing on it. I guess it's like an off-roader because it went right over the little kid went right over the thing. It's an SUV. Anyway, the chap's, very comfortable. It looks a little hard and doesn't have a pillow. I don't think I would want to really lie on rocks. But each to their own, as my friend said about the whole Therianism thing. Whatever's your thing. If he's comfortable lying in the sun on the hard, I mean, a cat would do that. So fine, So anyway, bye for now. Everything now from a Therian point of view. Bye for now. Was wearing my Porsche hat today. There, the one we got at the CID. And here's her completely finished floors and ceiling and everything, walls. It's amazing. It only took 8 months. So a lot less than the 5.5 years my house is taking. Anyway, bye for now. Everybody just came in the door, and here's my family all very nicely settled. One of the babies there. One of the babies there. And Agita was here on the ego chair, but I guess on the whole, it was an okay week. I mean, 5 weeks clear, a little bits of pull during the week. I mean, but just kind of ride them out and distractions and trip to the house, and obviously the kids, my biggest pushes of all, and you could see somebody's tail over there, So, and this baby came out of the playpen, and that one sitting up. So, on the whole, an okay week, some pulls, but distractions, trip to the house, going to see a bad movie, mindless movie, and eating out as always, and this discovering this Therianism thing was kind of fun. I don't know. I'm not discounting it, and I'm not taking it all that seriously either. Remember, I do have this tendency as a metaphor to use animal metaphors. Remember we get dusty dumpster rodent weasels, and we got feral cats, and we get domestic cats, and we get all kinds of stuff. We get werewolves. Well, not a real animal, but and we get protective donkeys over there. We've got drama llamas, and so I've been using animal metaphors, all the way through, and I have identified a lot with feral cats, semi-feral cats, and and trying to become a domestic cat, and my own family is obviously is cats, my immediate family, and I did identify also with this dusty dumpster rodent weasel thing. It's a different kind of animal, but I'm not, there's no judgment here. I mean, the dusty dumpster rodent weasels. It's interesting. It's a very different, Now many people would judge dusty dumpster rodent weasels, junkies, all that stuff, but the nutty professor doesn't judge. We'll keep that for another podcast too. Except for judgmental people, I do not like any form of judgmental people. In a way, that whole right-left thing. I mean, again, it's kind of it's generalizing, but I think the right tends to be more judgmental than the left. Even though I knew an artist guy out in the country who saw himself as an anti-fascist and very NDP and very left-wing, and just as and I had another person out there who was my contractor at the time, who was very right-wing, like super, a fan of, who down south and stuff like that, And those two, they used to clash. And a couple of times, they met at my place and they used to clash. And the left-wing one used to go, why are you hanging out with these people? They're right-wingers. And he used to call himself an anti-fascist. I found him to be just as judgmental and fascist as the other people, just as right wing, and he was like going, you know that I'm right, I know that I'm right, and you know that I'm right, you know that what I'm saying is true, and he was very judgmental when I mentioned, and I don't hold back, me, I don't hold back, but when the addiction started up again after all those years, I didn't hold back, and I even let him read some of my writing, and he goes, oh, it's a mess, and he said, you'll never be able to get this published, and he's an artist, he doesn't really sell much of his work either, he's not great, but he thinks he's great, and but anyway, so I'm just like, and when he started, he goes, if you don't stop this, you're going to die, and it's a really bad thing. He was just as judgmental. As I said, I don't hold back, so I'd mentioned, that I had a bit of a relapse after many years, and then the other one, the right-winger, his wife had exactly the same response. And as I said, I just mentioned it in passing. I go, look, this is kind of one of the things that's happening. I'm struggling with some stuff. And then there are like both sides, the left and the right, the people that I knew out in maybe it's a country person thing. They were super, super judgmental. And I just told them both sides to fuck off. And I haven't talked to either in years. I've seen either in years, So, and again, I'm not going to stereotype all country people. My current contractor, I mean, he does know about my struggles, they hold back some of the more explicit details, but he knows most of it. And he's not judgmental, he worries about me, and he even texted me last week to go, 5 weeks, and he hates texting. So that's another reason that I have not got too upset over his taking 5.5 years for a 3-month job, even though I fired him a couple of times, and then I always rehire him. And he's moving slowly, but he's moving, and and as I said, he's not judgmental, and he's been there for me, so I'm I'm okay with that. So, and I do joke about the dog people and cat people and human kids and all of that stuff, and I don't, if you're into human kids and dogs and whatever, that's fine. I mean, I'm not, that's fine. I don't have a problem. Just, as long as I don't have to deal personally with dogs and human kids, it's fine. You want to be, but just don't tell me that, human kids are in any way, better than cat kids. That's where the trouble lies, And I personally, for me, I just say for me, I mean, for my personality and all of that stuff, my cat kids, I mean, they're my kids. I see them as kids. Not as cats, you know that. So anyway, I'm rambling. I don't know how much of this I'm going to include. I might as well. I mean, nobody watches these things anyway, so it's not like I'm going to piss anyone off. I get like 30, 40 viewers. And hi to my new viewers, my 2 or 3 new subscribers. Kind of meet in shops and things. The Rogers person and the Canadian Tire person. So welcome to my 2 or 3 new viewers, if they're actually watching any of these. Up to 60 subscribers! Nowhere near 2.5 million of the other podcaster, Jungian guy. Let's not name him. I don't think he likes to be called a right-wing, even though most people, I mean, yeah, he is. But anyway, whatever, each to your own, as my friend said, my cat person friend, about the Therianism. She said, each to their own, so whatever, as long as you don't, the do no harm, as long as, if you want to meow in a class, and I mean, I kind of wish they had that option when I was a teenager, but then back then I didn't even know I was a cat person. I didn't realize it until later. That's when when I realized, when I had my first cat mouse, that's when I realized that it was like an epiphany. I realized stuff about myself. I realized, that explains a lot about myself, because I'm more cat. I'm very cat-like, and I didn't know that before. So anyway, so that's what's happened. Look, they're rambling incoherently, but as I said, nobody watches these, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, 5 weeks and counting. We're aiming for 6, and the pulls were relatively manageable during the week. Every time I say that, it bites me. So I'm taking a bit of a chance, but fuck it. It was actually not too bad a week. Now we're aiming for 6. Anyway, from the 4 of us, Agita there, 1 baby here. I think this is Finn. It's the slightly bigger of the 2. And 1 baby here. I think this is Lcee. So from the 4 of us, from the cat family here, from the Therian and 3 actual felines. Bye for now. See you next podcast.